All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakwadash, Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father. And Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, who the world knows as Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom we learn this truth from. And I want to say Shalom to the hopefully elect. And today, this message is going to be based around the mark of the beast, how it's fastly approaching. You see, you just had Elon Musk. They said he just implanted his second mark of the beast patient. You see, and that's been the talk of the news lately. Everybody got their own CBDC. You see, BRICS, they're using their digital currency. You see, which is putting America on the back burner. If everybody going digital, America gonna have to do the same thing, man. The dollar's collapsing here. And that's going to be the way of your new format of making payments, you see? And I'm going to start right here in the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope, you see? And as it said, the things that were written aforetime was written for our learning. And I'm going to go into the book of Daniel, chapter 3, going into the king's golden image, you see, which he's going to have set up here, which he had set up for the people to worship, you see. And this same thing's going to get ready to take place. This image, this mark of the beast is going to be set up, you see. And Esau, Edom, he's going to present this unto you. And if you bow down and receive that, there's you worshiping the beast, man. But this is the book of Daniel, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. You see? So it was an image set up. You see an image of gold set up in a province of Babylon, in a city of Babylon, you see? And this mark of the beast is going to be set up through the whole entire the world, you see? But it's ultimately for the judgment of America, you see? Babylon the Great, you see? This story was written for our learning. The same way this happened in ancient Babylon, this is going to happen in modern day Babylon. And we go into this word image right here. H6577. It says image and idol, you see? And the idol is going to be set up here in America. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going back. I'm just going to continue to read down through it. It says, Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. You see, so he's going to call all the people. Like it says, the leaders or the rulers of the people called you to air, roughly paraphrasing. So all your different celebrities, you see, even these false teachers, man, these false prophets. You see, banks, everybody's going to be for this. Everything based around the government system is going to be for these celebrities and your false teachers as well, man. The same way you had them niggas telling you go down there and take the juice. You see all these celebrities and rappers, hey, they're going to promote this to you niggas as well, man. You see? And the word dedication going to paying homage. I just wanted to get it real quick. Word dedication, H2597. It says dedication. This is the wrong word, Salakia. But yeah, I get this one anyway. Simple Google definition of dedication. It says the quality of being dedicated or committed to a task or purpose. So you're going to show that you're dedicated and committed to Esau's Edom beast system, and you're all for it. And guess what? By you doing that, if you bow down and receive this mark of the beast, the Lord's going to kill you. You see? But this awesome is going to be a test from Yahweh by Shem Al-Shai. And Lord will, he bless us to hold fast to pass so we can be delivered from this destruction, man. To stand upon the sea of glass and watch America burn. Everybody who scoffed and mocked. Lord will, they see us being beaten up in the chairs and we watching them get melted off their flesh, man. Continuing on, verse 3, it says, then the princes, the governors and captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then an herald cried aloud to you, it is commanded, O people, nations, and language. You see, all the people. It says that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, pastry, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. I think this is the word I was going to, worship. And at that time, he said, they all fall down and worship. Yep, this is H 54:57. And it says to prostrate oneself. It say do homage, worship. Get the simple Google definition of homage. It says a special honor or respect shown publicly. You see, and that's what you people are going to be doing. You're going to be showing this publicly. Because you people, you're going to go down there, you're going to stand in those charagma lines, and you're going to get chipped up, man. You're going to boast in there. I still got my money. I'm finna eat. You're going to be publicly showing that you're for Esau, Edom, and his system, man. You're going to be put to death for that. It says respect, recognition, just some more similar words. It says admiration, honor, worship, tribute. You see, praise. There's you showing that you praise Esau, Edom. And you're going to get put to death for that, man. It's a formal public acknowledgement of feudal allegiance. So you're going to make an allegiance with Esau, Edom, the so-called white boy, the devil that the Bible speaks of, and the Lord going to kill you with this nigga. In verse 6, and it says, and whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. You see? And all these things are finna get ready and take place, man. Let me grab this real quick. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and verse 6 to 8, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Talk about Esau, Edom, the so-called white boy. You see? And they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. Hey, that charagma. This is what they're going to feed you over to. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 13, and starting in verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see, he said, and he calls of all. That's why he said he called, like in the past time in the story, which happened in Daniel, he said he called all the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs. You see, all these different the judges, all these different leaders, to worship. And like this says, he calls them all. This is going to be that same scenario playing all over again. You see, it says to receive a mark in their right hand and their forehead. That's why the Lord said things are written aforetime, written for our learning. You see, the word mark, G5480, charagma, a stamp and imprinted mark. It says, jumping down to the Strong's definition, it says a scratch or etching It says as a badge of servitude. So it's going to be a physical mark. And the root word for mark takes you to charagma, G5482. Takes you to charax. It says a pale or stake, a palisade. This is going to be the tool that they're going to use to inject that charagma into you. That needle, how it's going to bury in, under your skin. That's why it says a pale or a stake, like the home improvement fence, or like they say what they killed Dracula with the stake in his heart. You see that pointed tip. And the root word for charax takes you to G1125, which is grapho. Get straight down to the point. It says to write to one by writing in a written epistle to give information, direction. So it's gonna have everything on there. Your V card, your passport, your driver license, your social. All Esau gonna have to do is just scan you. You see, now you're a product of Esau Edom. You see? And the Lord gonna kill you if you bow down and receive it. And Esau, he's gonna try to use that fear tactic on you. You see? But continuing on, Revelation 13-16. And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his image. You see? It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And when we go into that word 666, it says G5516, Chi Psi Stigma. And the root word for that takes you to stigma. It says root word etymology, to stick, i.e. prick. That's why that charax, they're going to use the charax to stick that charagma in you, which is going to have your grapho on the charagma. You see? All your information. It says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. You see? And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. You see? So if you go and receive this mark of the beast, that's you bowing down. You see? You saying Esau Edom is your God. That's who you worship. You see? You're going to pay homage to him. You're going to be dedicated until his new world order, which is Lord going to kill you for that. You see? And he's going to use that fear tactic on you as well. Like it said back in Daniel, it said, verse 6, and whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. You see? So if you don't want to bow down, he's going to threaten your life. You see? But going back to this is the book of 2 Esdras 16-68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, the Edomites, the so-called white boy. They shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols, their mark of the beast, their charagma, their RFID microchip. Be rounding Jake ass up, throwing them in those concentration camps, starving them out, doing all type of torture tactics on them. You see, trying to manipulate their minds into receiving this mark. If not, kill you. You see? It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. You see? It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You see? And it says, we're going back up, it says, and they that consent unto him shall be had in derision, because if you receive this, and you're going to receive that great punishment. You see? Going back, Revelations 14. In verse 9 and 10, it says, doom for worshippers of the beast. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see, for all you people, it says that consent unto this and receive this willingly, and you're going to be had in derision, because like I just said, you're going to be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of Yahushua, the angels, and the elect, man. And this is how you're going to be tormented. Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And it says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You see, so that's how you're going to be tormented. You're going to be tormented by the way of those nuclear missiles, because you're going to be melted off your flesh. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Shai. If you receive this mark of the beast, you're going to be melted off your flesh in the sight of Yahweh Shai, the angels, and the elect, for the ones that be delivered out of here, man. You see? And like I said, he's going to be a mad, sparing none. The book of Revelation, chapter 20, and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahushua 1,000 years. You see? Well, that's the point. It said, hey, they're going to be like madmen, sparing none. You see? And it said it's going to be some who are going to be beheaded for not worshiping this beast system, man. Not taking that karama. But hey, it's a reward with that. You see? He said judgment was given unto them. They're going to rule with Yahushua. You see? What? You're going to receive a crown from Yahushua with palms in your hand to rule over the nations with a rod of iron. You see? And if you do have to be beheaded, hey, that's a blessing, man. If the Lord give you the spirit to be beheaded, to be a martyr for this word, that's a blessing. Let me see. Yep. Let me see, make sure. Book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4. Yep, in verse 16, it says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High. And the dead in Hamashiach Yahushua shall rise first. You see? Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. You see, so for the ones who have to be martyrs for the words of Yahweh by Shema Shai, it tell you, hey, you're going to be risen first. You see? So, hey, so either way, Lord willing, he bless us to hold fast to this word to the very end. Hey, it's going to be a reward for that, man. Even if you do have to be faced with death. And going back to the story, Salakia. It slipped my mind. I had. Okay, yeah. The book of. Yep. Going back to second Esdras. Matter of fact, I grab this first. Book of Daniel, chapter 3. I think it's verse. Yeah, just get straight to the point. So like, yeah, just get straight to the point because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were threatened with the fire furnace because they didn't bow down to worship the image of which Nebuchadnezzar had set up. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. You see, we don't, you see, there's an attitude like, fuck you, we don't want to answer you, we ain't got to answer you. You see, it says, if it be so, our powers whom we serve, who Yahweh by Shema Shai, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. You see, that's why I say that the things that were in the 4-time Ren fire learning, they was comforting words just to see how boldly that they stood up to this devil of that time, man. You see, it says, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. You see? So, Lord willing, he had that spirit upon us in those days, man. Just get straight to the point. Yep. And they were cast in the fire furnace. Daniel 3 and verse 23. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound. Salaki. Yep. Fell down bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astounded and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of the Most High. You see? So, whatever situation we get put in, Yahweh Shai gonna be there. He said, fear not thy worm Jacob. He said, I will hold thy right hand, I will uplift thee. You see? So these are the powers that we have to look forward to and to trust into in the times to come, because they're going to be the only way, that we're going to be delivered from this devil, man. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see? Even the same thing with Stephen. When they stoned Stephen, he looked up Yahweh Shai was right there, man. So Lord willing, we are the elect. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, he going to protect us in those days. Yep, and I'll close out right this back in the book of Second Esdras 16 and verse 71 again. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So it's going to be a test. You see, and we just pray Yahweh Shema Shai bless us to stand stiffly in those times to come. So we can be the ones to come out on top, man. Those precious metals in the sight of Yahweh Shema Shai to be delivered from the destruction. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. You see? Hey, so the Lord said, the days of trouble are at hand, but He going to deliver us from the same, man. Don't be afraid. Hey, like he said, fear not that word of Jacob. You see? That's what we had to look forward to. The miracles of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai to protect us. He said He's not unrighteous to forget our works and labors of love. And we storing up our riches in heaven. He said, shall fight for thee better than a strong shield and a mighty spear. So, hey, Lord willing, we are the elect to be delivered, hey, from this mark of the beast, man. The Lord to protect us and hold us and keep us, hey, to the very end. So, hey, Lord willing, this video is edifying to you, brothers and sisters. I want to end it off by giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom we learn this truth from, and shalom to the hopefully elect.